tell me what happened at this location.
Well, today there was a shootout between members of the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force and Louis Cruz. Cruz was wanted since 2013 on a rape warrant out of Puerto Rico, a rape of a 14-year-old. So our officers chased him today. He pulled a gun on our officers, and we shot back. He is in stable condition, I believe, at St. Elizabeth's Hospital.
Okay. Is he under guard at St. Elizabeth's?
Yes.
Okay. Is he expected to make it?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I know.
How important was it to get this person off the street?
Well, anytime you have a rapist, any rapist, especially one that raped a 14-year-old child, it's important to get him off the streets.
Do you believe that he was hiding out in this area all night?
Our information is that he possibly could have been hiding out in this area all night. We don't know where.
But he was on foot when he was spotted?
He was on foot.
Did somebody provide a tip that led you to this specific point today?
There's a number of tips that came in from the community, as always, through our hotline, and there were tips that were provided that put us in this area.
Okay. Can you provide more details about the shootout? How many shots were fired, and did he fire at you guys?
We turned that over to the state troopers here for their investigation, and there'll be more information coming forward soon.
My last big question, have you told Puerto Rico that you got him?
We're in the process of notifying everybody. Obviously, one of our concerns always is victims in these cases. So whenever we can notify victims, we do that immediately. And again, this is a violent individual who raped a 14-year-old.
Why was he in this area again?
Hiding out.
Hiding
Right.
out.
How many marshals were tracking him today, right when this incident happened?
Well, we didn't quit. We have state troopers, adult parole officers, deputy U.S. Marshals at our one task force out here in Youngstown. 2 days ago, Fitz, why don't you explain what happened 2 days ago with the shootout here?
Sure. Brian Fitzgibbon with the U.S. Marshals out of Cleveland. 2 days ago, officers from the Campbell Police Department responded to a call where the fugitive was. They incurred a vehicle chase with him, and in the course of the chase that he exchanged gunfire at the officers for both Boardman Police and Campbell Police. And that's when he escalated on our radar as our area is most wanted. We had information from Puerto Rico prior that he may be in this area prior to that shooting as well.
Okay, and
Where was he taken?
St. Elizabeth's Hospital, I believe. But again, our task force, we're effective out here because of our partnerships with state troopers, adult parole, Youngstown Police, and so on and so on. And, these guys don't quit, and they never stop. And they wanted to take this rapist off the streets as soon as possible. Again, this guy shot it out with the police 2 days ago. He shot through the window of a Youngstown police car 2 days ago also. So we've all been after him as one team, and today he's in custody.
Is there any belief that there may have been someone assisting him or helping him hide out?
We don't know that at this point, but, that's something we're still investigating. Captain, would you like to say a couple words?
No, I appreciate the partnership that we have through the task force, and I'll just let you know what the U.S. Marshal Pete Elliott said. He's off the streets. We had a pursuit that involved several departments, and he was a danger to the community, and we're glad to partner with U.S. Marshals and able to apprehend him and have him in custody.
I think Pete deferred to you about the number of shots fired. Have you determined who fired who and how people fired?
Well, we're here at the investigation right now. We're at the scene processing it. I wouldn't want to answer that until I knew the facts of the matter. And right now, I don't know how many shots have been fired.
Okay. Did he fire at officers?
Right now, just through pending investigation, we don't believe he's fired.
Do you know how many times he's hit?
I believe at least one time he's been struck.
Okay. What part of his body?
He was struck in his leg.
Okay. And I'll turn to Mike Beebe. Mike's been core partners ours at Adult Parole, and they've been helping us in the pursuit of this fugitive.
Can you stand by him?
Hi, Mike Beebe. I'm the Regional Administrator for Adult Parole. We have 2 officers assigned to Marshal Elliott's task force here in Mahoning County. Excellent partnership. We've been partnering with the Marshals for a long time, and Marshal Elliott and the Fugitive Task Force also helped take our violent fugitives that we're looking for off the street as well. So we really appreciate the partnership.
Can you talk about what was going on behind the scenes and how you were able to find this guy or track him or tail him? Or?
I don't know. Like the captain said, it's an investigation being conducted by the State Highway Patrol, so I know little about the involvement of what happened other than I was called here because I have 2 officers that are part of the Marshals Task Force.
And again, our guys partnered together. They didn't quit, and they stayed on this guy. And remember, he's been wanted since 2013. So that's 3 years ago, for this violent rape. He was a very dangerous individual, and he is off the streets as of today.
Do you know if he'll face the charges here first before he'll go back?
I believe so, but that'll be up to the prosecutor's office. At some point, he will be returned back to Puerto Rico. I just don't know when that's going to be. My guess is, just from history, that he'll face things here first before he goes back to Puerto Rico.